Right, so here's how the program would look like. Again, just like before, you have a number variable, you have a variable called number, and you ask the user for a 6-digit integer and you save it as input into the variable, right? Now, once you do that, you divide the number by 10. So let's say the user entered, I don't know, 6, 8, 1, 3, 7, 5 or something, right? A 6-digit number. So you divide the number by 10, right? And you get 68137 decimal 5. And this 5, which is the rightmost digit, which is also the remainder, is stored into digit 6, right? And the remaining 68137 is stored into number. So the number variable is updated. Okay, number equals number by 10, right? So the number variable is updated itself. The new value of number is 68137. Okay, so digit 6 would contain 5, digit 6 would contain 5, and number is the number variable contains 68137. Okay, now digit 5 would be number divided by 10. So you take the number again, which is 68137, 68137. You divide it by 10 and you get 6813 decimal 7. 7 is the remainder, right? You store that remainder into digit 5, right? You store the remainder into digit 5. So 7 is stored into digit 5, and the number is updated by dividing itself, right? So when you divide itself, you get the quotient, just the quotient, and you get 6813. So 6813, that's my new number, right? And then again, you divide it by 10. So 6813 by 10 gives you 681 decimal 3. 3 is the remainder which you store in the variable digit 4, right? Digit 4. So 3 goes into digit 4, and the number is updated by dividing itself with 10. So 681 is a new number, right? 681. Okay. And again, number divided by 10. So 681, when you divide this number by 10, you get 68.1, 68 decimal 1. This 1 is saved into digit 3. Digit 3 gets 1. And 68, the remaining, the quotient, is saved into the number, right? 68. And again, you take that number, 68 divided by 10 gives you 6 decimal 8, right? This 8 is your rightmost digit. You store it in digit 2, so 8 goes there, and this would be digit 1. This is digit 1. Digit 1 equals to the number divided by 10, which is 6, right? So 6 is stored in digit 1. So digit 6 has 5. So when you print this in reverse order, digit 1 has 6, digit 2 has 8, digit 3 has 1, digit 4 has 3, right? Digit 5 has 7, and digit 6 has 5, right? So that's another way of dealing with the same problem. But in this case, we isolate the digits from the right hand side. Okay. Now, just as before, you can do the same thing that you did using divmod, right? So using divmod, again, it's a neater way of dealing with things. Let's say the number is whatever the last number was, 681375, right? 681375. So that's your number, right? 681375. That's the value that you have in the variable number. Now, when you divide this number, when you divmod this number by 10, you get a quotient and remainder, right? So you get a quotient Q, which is 68137, 68137, and you get a remainder R, which is 5. Now the remainder you stored in D6, and the quotient you store in Q, right? And then with that same Q, this Q, you div mod again by 10, right? So this will again give you the quotient. So the Q is 68137. The quotient would be 6813, and the remainder would be 7, right? Which is stored in D5, right? And so on and so forth. So it's the same thing, except it uses div mod. And just like before, in the div mod example before, I could have said, instead of d1 equals q, I could have said d1 comma d2 equals this, right? And that would have worked as well. Okay, it's the same thing. So as you can see, this is a much neater way of dealing with things, right? So it essentially reduces the number of lines of code that you have to write. Okay, but again, that's just another way of doing the same things. You can choose whichever method you like. Okay,